AMC Recovery in the house. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, uh, hey, it's been a while. We've been doing a lot of pop locking and all these other things, jumping off. And I said, let me check in and let's get back to these food stamp streams, these fraud streams, and get ready for the show. I'm not going to hold you on $66 million in food stamp fraud. Wait until you hear this. Then I'm just hopefully I can connect the dot. Won't struggle stream tonight, and I'm gonna bring up the first clip. But look, I got some new headphones. Ooh, that I didn't that I may give to my son because I seen another pair. And until then, let's get the first one. So y'all won't be thinking I'm stalling on something. I'll get my glasses on. Fair use. And the one I'm gonna look at, not this one, this one. Yeah.
And bribery scheme.
Let's get it started. It's right here. Hopefully, fair use. Let's go over here and check out this young man's channel, the Edwards Report, because man, his fans and followers be sending him some smoke, man. I mean, they be sending him the creme of the creme.
Another day, another multi-million-dollar scam enabled by bureaucratic, democratic incompetence. Let's read the headlines. USDA employee and 5 others charged in a multi-million-dollar food stamp fraud and bribery scheme. So let's meet Miss Davis. Now, Miss Davis is an employee of USDA. She was the one who's supposed to catch fraud, but instead she sold the EBT number like it's a black market vendor. Woo! $66 million stolen from taxpayers while agencies rubber stamp application for sketchy stores. Not only that, James O'Keefe and citizen journalist caught on camera Deshaun Eli Mack, a family service specialist with Nevada Department of Health and Human Services, on camera admitting he does not care. Listen to what he has to say.
So whether it's a lot.
So would that technically be subverting a law at all at that point?
I do that a lot. I will twist and turn our provisions to fit the way that I want them to. So whether it's a law or not, I don't know. Because
I care.
I don't care.
Room for the whole family. Safety Plus. The Mazda CX-90. Discover more at the Mazda Summer Sales Event.
You heard him clearly. He states he does not care, even if it's a law. Now, you have Democratic leaders screaming at the top of their lungs, saying that these people need their SNAP benefits. But I'm going to give you an example. How many people truly need their SNAP benefits because they are on social media, like TikTok, exposing themselves, selling their food stamp? You really don't have to look far because this young lady puts it on her TikTok. She says she sells her food stamp. Second example.
Did y'all hear that? They got TikTok channels. And if you get a certain amount of followers, wow, then you get paid. So now that's like double dipping. So, and then you're out here publicly admitting that, yeah, I'm fleecing. Not only fleecing, then you're making it sound like it's a flex. So this gets real, this make voters think, what's really going on? Is this generational? We can see it, but we try to play like it's not going on, long as it's not in my backyard or my family. But let's check out the rest of the show. Fair use, y'all.
Example, this young lady now owes $35,000 back to the state. The real question is, why isn't she behind bars?
So let's go ahead and start by exposing the problem. And the numbers don't lie. And in fact, they're actually quite shocking. While we are rightfully out.
Who is that?
You really don't have to look far because this young lady puts it on her TikTok. She says she sells her food stamp. Second example, this young lady now owes $35,000 back to the state. The real question is, why isn't she behind bars?
So let's go.
Wow. So they owe money. They owe money, and things like this is just jumping off. Back to the States. Some of it is quite interestingly fraud. But let's just take another gander at something else. This is my other homeboy's channel. He found something exposable. This one. Fair use. Let's get this on it.
I did a video on Section 8. It's a pretty popular video, and I tried to let people know, listen, things are about to change. And I understand that things were done a certain way, but you need to get ready for things being done this way. Using on your hands and making TikTok videos,
this is Orlando.
That won't do anything. You need to take care of yourself first. See, this is my message. Take care of you and your family first. Fact. And I can tell you right now, I know what you're thinking. Orlando, me not working and collecting food stamps, that's the best thing for everybody. That's not. I'm telling you, you're hurting yourself. And here's the thing. No one wants to support that.
Awkward. So awkward.
At least over here. I do not believe, listen to me. I do not believe that anyone should be on food stamps permanently. I do not believe able-bodied people, adults, should be not working and collecting food stamps. How is that a hot take? It seems like common sense to me. But let's continue to hear what the young lady in the first clip had to say.
Y'all think people who receive government assistance don't work? Y'all think we don't work? Baby, housing done went up. The cost of living done went up. The food cost done went up. Daycare done went up. We out here damn near about to lose our lives trying to hustle and get money to goddamn pay the bills. That's why we need the government assistance.
So, believe me, when she's saying hustling, she's really meaning that. She's probably babysitting other people's kids, probably doing little side stuff on the side. And boy, we better hope like hell she ain't selling drugs. She probably having a lot of parties. It ain't no telling. We out here hustling. So if you're out there doing that and you're able-bodied, get to work. Get to work, because it's only 20 hours that they're trying to get to work, meaning she's doing something with that time and she don't want the government to interfere with that sort of time. We can't say she's flipping the food stamps or so. We don't know. But at the same time, look, she got a bonnet on. It's not like she's getting ready for a shower or anything. This be cracking me up. It is like, I don't even want to hear people talk about this is kosher. But, and then you're out here online doing, but check out this. Check out the rest of this. I mean, read the caption. The caption even say, why are y'all so happy that so many children and elder people are about to be going with this new bill? See, she didn't say her. She said children and elderly. That means that something's going on. They're not asking the elderly to work. Think about it, y'all. They're able-bodied. They're asking able-bodied Americans to get to work. They're not asking the elderly. So it's almost like it's a real twister flex, but let's check it out. No commercial.
Check out these deals of the week at Walgreens.
There he is.
Car payments done went up. Car insurance done.
Did y'all hear that? The girl got car payments and insurance. Man, you got all these car payments. You should really be wanting to get a job and go to work. But mind you, by having food stamps and government assistance, you don't need that man in the house. That man that helped you get them babies. Or is she a multiple baby mama? We don't know. But that's what all the hooping and the hollering is about. Let's get back to the show, man.
Went up, and it's gonna go up some more because tariffs. So, what do y'all get? Oh, people who own government assistance are poor, they're lazy, or they don't work. Where did y'all get that from? I think that's a stereotype y'all started because people in the hood or the projects or the trailer parks, yeah, y'all put that on everybody. No, that ain't how that work. Because I'm at work. I'm in school. I'm doing the best I can. I need my food stamps. But if they take it away, I'm going to do what I got to do to make ends meet. It ain't going to stop.
She's at work, and that's good.
So if it's not going to stop nothing, why did you make the TikTok video? Pow. Oh! I'm just...
Yeah, and that do make sense. That do make sense. If it's not going to stop nothing, why you have to make a TikTok video about it? You never explained to us what you're really doing. Huh? What you're really doing. Because what kind of car is she driving? Now, you heard it in these other TikTok videos. Please go on TikTok. You'll see some of them driving better cars than me. Tahoes and BMWs. Woo! Man. So let's get back to the show, y'all. I mean, like, golly. Let me put... all right, he said, that's going on. This is finna crack y'all up. This one right here. All right, so it's a commercial. So this next video, and like I have out on the thumbnail, y'all gonna see some of these individuals. And I like to say fair use because here's another Edwards report. And this was about...
To the Edwards Report, my name's Kaylin, and did you know the government is bleeding your hard-earned money? And I don't think it's by accident. Today on the Edwards Report, we will be exposing everything and how it's affecting you as a taxpayer. Let's get into it.
So my husband just told me that.
So feel free to go over there at the Edwards Report. He gives more details of these videos. And then while you're watching the Edwards Report, it should lead to other reports when the video goes off. That's how you see the links of other commentators and creators and content creators, fans that be exposing what's really going on behind the scenes. But look at this. What peed me off with this one, this woman right here has a husband. And I mean, the self-centeredness, the selfishness, the lack to want to build really isn't there. Unless she have two baby daddies. Unless she has two baby daddies, meaning the government and her husband, because it's more like they're using the food stamps as an escape plan. So you get the escape responsibility, and then at the same time, blindly you cannot see that you're teaching your daughters and your little boys that this is okay. This is very okay. Grow up and do exactly what I did and watch. You'll have it made. You get to get all that tasty junk food in your mouth. And man, need I say more? What?
That I need to get a job so that I could go 50-50 with him on bills. I told him that I don't want to work because need to get a job so that I could go 50-50 with him on bills.
Again.
Taxpayer. Let's get into it.
So my husband just told me that I need to get a job so that I could go 50-50 with him on bills. I told him that I don't want to work because if not, I'm not going to get no more EBT or cash assistance. He's telling me that, you know, we need to go 50-50 because he's tired of having to pay all the bills and I don't do anything around the house.
What?
So I told him, okay, you're lucky that you don't have to pay a dime for food because if not, then there would really be an issue.
Are these real conversations going on in these households?
He wants to take away my cash assistance. And I told him, absolutely not. What am I going to stay with? He's like, at least help me with half of that money put towards the bills. And I told him no.
Not everybody has to work to receive food stamps. I don't work. And I get $1,000.
She look like she at work right now, though. And that's why she whispering. Hopefully she is.
A month end food stamps, though. How does that happen? I can tell that most of you are really jealous that you don't get food stamps. I can't help that. That's not my problem. You can always sign up for it. If you don't qualify, just say you're separated from your spouse.
So lie is what she's asking you to do.
And quit your job, and you should qualify.
This isn't the flex that they think it is.
I am entitled to that money. My husband pays taxes. He has a job. He pays taxes. So I'm just getting that money back. It's not a big deal. You guys can quit telling me to get a job because I'm not going to.
Story time about how I got caught lying on my food stamp application. So the year is 2020. Everybody is at their peak scamming position. I'm talking PPP loans.
So I showed her on a previous video a couple of months ago, talking about, you know, how she got caught up. So, you know, like, wow, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. But it's like what he said earlier, the fraud, 66 million. Did y'all see that? And when you follow that caption, you'll see more and more fraud. So, and I put one more person right on the doggone thing, but let's see. This is a month ago. Now we're gonna go over here to Fox Business. Should we go and check out that? I don't know. This is the newscast. Ready? Here is something that's going to explain what I showed y'all at the beginning of the video. Uncovered one of the biggest, largest fraud bribery schemes in history. Let's see what this is about.
Under arrest this morning, accused of a multi-million-dollar food stamp fraud and bribery scheme. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York calling this one of the largest food stamp frauds in U.S. history. Joining me now is the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins. Secretary, it's great to have you this morning. What can you tell us about this?
Well, good morning, Maria. It's always so great to be with you. And you are coming from one of my favorite places in America. So it's really great to see you there. Listen, this is a new day. And President Trump promised as he was traveling across the country over the last few years that it would not be the government that we know. The government certainly that under Joe Biden exponentially grew. And alongside that, including the fraud and waste and abuse. And so at USDA, we are hyper-focused.
So I'm basically saying, go over there and check out Fox Business News. The rest of this video. This is fair use. And I'm telling you, the Lord. The lady did a commentary at the beginning of when I spoke on this video, but trip off the rest of it. This has been
on rooting out that waste, fraud, and abuse. And to your point, yesterday was, if not the largest, one of the largest stings. And moving forward and finding that fraud, I think almost $70 million that is no longer going to be allowed here in Washington and with these programs like the food stamp program. So we're going to move forward, obviously, in partnership with the FBI, with the Department of Justice, of course, our team at USDA. This is not the one and only. There are going to be many more to come. And we're going to make sure that we're delivering on our promises to the taxpayers.
So the prosecutors and the authorities are saying that this person defrauded the SNAP program, right? The also known as food stamps, $66 million in unauthorized transactions.
That's right. Well, the food stamp program is one of the largest government programs across the federal government. And obviously, I've talked on this show and other shows that it's time for real effective change. Part of that $200 billion annual program, the best sort of estimate is between 20 to 30%.
Did y'all hear that? $2 billion. $2 billion program. That means $2 billion in taxpayer money. That's the way I'm looking at it. That's a lot of citizens that's already working. Imagine if you had got the number of how many able-bodied citizens from 18 to 40, let's just say a number, that's able to work, getting food stamps and side hustle. Now, I'm a person with a job, and I side hustle. So, explain this. What is all of the hoop holla about? And I'm 61. See? 61. So, let's get back to the rest of this show, and I'll end it.
Of that is fraud, waste, and abuse. The $66 million that was announced yesterday on behalf of USDA and the others that were part of that, again, is just the tip of the spear. And the way that works, Maria, the EBT cards is what USDA, the government, uses to provide that supplemental nutrition assistance, which is the food stamps, and that it's a fairly easy thing to do. We're trying to lock it down right now to ensure that it doesn't keep happening. But when you've got employees that basically don't follow the law, then we've got to fix it. And that's what we're doing. There's going to be real consequences for breaking the law across America's federal government with President Trump. But this is just one of many more to come.
So fair use, go over there and listen. Fair use, go over there and listen to the Fox Business News Rollins on that took the $6 million food stamp fraud and bribery. And wow, this is like way up there. And I put on my food stamp thing. Let's go back to the other show of Homeboy. I think that young lady have a little bit more to say. I believe so. Orlando, where's the Orlando show at? It's right here. So these are the views of how people really look at coming up on the government. And then check out this lady. This lady right here. Woo! She gonna show. Now she gonna show us how to really do it. And then I want y'all men to really watch her on this one, because y'all gonna really know how to get down. Now, if I ever get in trouble, I'm gonna do it the way this chick is talking about doing it. She's gonna give y'all the script. Oh, sure, okay, on how to do it. And let's get to it. There you is. Y'all gonna really trip off of this one. All right, and this be the last one.
Fraud and abuse. And they're doing
Let me get the volume back up.
it up front. You don't believe me? Matter of fact, I'm not going to say a word. You just need to watch this.
Maybe when people be like, girl, how you get food stamps? I wish I get food stamps. You better start lying. That lady called me and said, ma'am, I said, yes, ma'am. She gonna say, what's your address? I said, ma'am, I don't have no address. I've been homeless for 3, 4, 5 months. I have nothing. My family won't let me stay with them, ma'am. I'm starving. While I'm kicked back in the motherfucking 3-bedroom and everything, living lovely. Then she gonna say, man, what's your job title? I say, ma'am, they won't hire me anywhere. I don't have no job. I've been putting application after application. It's just like nothing work. Yeah, that lady was on the phone. She said, ma'am, I'm so sorry for all of this that you're going through. She said, we just shipped your card out. You should have about $1,000 on your card from last month and this month, and your balance and your payment every month is gonna be $300. And I was like, thank you so much, ma'am. Like, you just don't understand how hungry I've been. Let me tell y'all something. This was wrong with y'all. I know y'all mama ain't tell y'all. You don't gotta tell everybody the motherfucking truth.
Look at that. Fraud in 4K.
Did y'all see her? She's in 4K frauding. The lady is in 4K frauding like a mother. Yep. That's what's going on. So, that's about pretty much it. She's up here like saying, this is the way to really go. See, and then I remember when I was in my disease of alcoholism, I was trying to get that SSI. They waited so long. By the time they did get to me, the voices then went out of my head because I've been up for about 2.5 days and I was tripping. But I was really hungry. And then I think I got upset because somebody came to me and told me that they is on SSI, and I know that they was able-bodied. So this chick right here, y'all better start lying to them, food stamp people. And then she put all them emojis. These people have TikTok pages racking up views based on the way they look, the way they rolling. And I be really cracking up. They be rolling in cars, vans, Tahoes, TikTok. And the content is all about how to come up, suffering from the come ups. And as in today lingo, not only flexing, but flossing. And what's the other F for it? Finessing the government. So, that's fair use. I believe I said all I could say and all I could do. So hit that subscribe button. I had to come from out of my slumber, mix this show up. And we had a terrific Boys to Men Faith in Action Conference. And hopefully I'll do something about the We Too screen that's coming up. I thought I had the magazine over here. And this is your boy, MC Recovery, signing out. Take care.